to a show.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Off the Mats podcast. And it's me, it's Dante, it's your host, as always. And this week on the podcast, I actually want to bring back, I like bringing back guests because, you know, the first go around we get to do to get to know you, but then the next time we talk, it's a matter of catching up, you know, seeing what's going on. And I know last time I saw this dude was back on promotion day, and let me tell you, this dude's reaction was the greatest reaction I had ever seen. So coming back to the podcast, I want to welcome back Mr. Shawn Gray. What's going on, Shawn? How you feeling, man?
What's going on? Thank you for having me back. I appreciate it. It's always a pleasure being on Off the Mats podcast. And it's been great. A lot of stuff has happened since the last time I've been on Off the Mats.
Hey, man. Hey, and also too, when I did the wrap up for the year, your episode, I think was like number 2. It was top 5.
Yeah, it was a top 5. Yeah. I remember, at the end of the year, you guys had posted me, and I don't know if we did a collaborated post, but I think I shared it to my story. So yeah.
I was like I already wanted to have you back, and then like you had that, and then again when you got promoted, like off your reaction alone, I was like, you know, like you have this energy about you that's just super contagious. Mm-hmm. That like it makes everybody else around you. It's like your reaction had me feeling like I got promoted. I was like, damn, dude.
Bro, everybody was super hype. I'm just sitting there in shock. Had no idea, had no inkling that it was gonna happen. Like nothing. I was like talking about like, yo, this guy should be like the next pro belt. This guy should get the brown belt. This guy, I think he should get his black belt. Like he's going really good. Like I'm talking like that as a blue belt. I'm talking about everybody else but myself. I'm telling you, if you ask any of the coaches, I never thought like I was getting my pro belt. Never did not think that.
Man, I think that's one of those great things though about, you know, a teammate though. It's like you know, you're looking at your team. You know, you're not even looking inwardly like I deserve this or I deserve that. You're like, yo, like my team is growing, they getting better. Yo, I know this person deserves this and that person deserves that. And honestly, you know, there's cats around you too. You know, we're all looking like, yo, that cat deserves it too. So when you got promoted, there was not the only shocked face in the room was yours.
Was mine, literally. I had no clue. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful because like I'm gonna jump a little forward because after the fact, like I forget her name, but I think it's like Astra's mom. Like I was working out, I do my workouts after class or whatever, so I get my lift in. And like after class, she came up to me and she was like, "It's very beautiful that you were shocked because so many people know like when promotions are coming. You know, you win a big tournament, you win a major, or you've been at that belt for so long. Like everybody knows it's coming, so they already have their speeches, they already have everything. Like, so they were like, everybody was happy that somebody got promoted and then like did not know. So like you get everybody's real reaction almost. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like choreographed or practice, you know. So like everybody, like it's beautiful. Everybody was like happy, clapping. I'm there shocked. Everybody's smiling. Like Bear's beside me, like yeah, like going crazy. Oh my gosh! Like if I got a clip, I gotta see you the video if you don't have it. But like Bear's going crazy. Like it was beautiful. But at the time, I was shocked. I was shaking. I was like, yo, like, because there's no inkling to tell you, like, yo, you're getting your pro belt. Because, like, I was competing, but I was just really, like, skill building that whole second year at blue belt. It was just really skill building, rolling a lot with the higher belts, rolling a lot with Sergio, of course, like, helping him get ready for comps. And then, it was just a lot of skill building. So, yeah, it was a beautiful moment, just jumping ahead. But, yeah, continue.
Yeah, well, that was the first time I had actually gone to a belt promotion. Mm-hmm. So, like, feeling that energy and seeing it, it was just like, oh, man, like, this is cool. Like, I love this. And just seeing that reaction, and then just seeing everyone else get promoted was really cool as well. So, but, like, your reaction just felt like, again, you had no clue. And you were as shocked as anyone in there, because you get promoted. We're all like, yeah, this man deserves it. You're like, oh my God, it's me.
No. Seriously, like, I'm like, me for real, like, for real. And Sergio's like, yeah, buddy. And like, they be like, hey, can you give a speech? I'm like, I was not prepared for this at all. And another thing that's beautiful about it is like, I'm the person that prepares for like everything. Like, I'm super strategic on what I'm doing. The timing, everything is like very perfect. So like, to have that happen without me knowing, without like with me being shocked, is like a beautiful thing, beautiful moment, because, bruh, I know everything that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I want to be prepared for anything that might happen. I was like below 5% prepared for that happening. Like, no clue. So it was a beautiful moment, beautiful moment, and I'm just happy. I love everybody's reaction. It was just beautiful. Yeah, shout out to Coach Sergio. Shout out to Coach Sergio.
It was definitely one of those moments that I can say, as someone being in the crowd, like it is still etched in my mind, just like that reaction, and then the crowd being pumped for you. So, like I said, we have a great gym where we, rally behind each other. So, your win is our win.
Yes.
Our win is your win. We do that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm representing for the team, so like, I want to make sure I'm able to uphold the belt and also bring others up with me. That's why I was like so beautiful. Like, I was advocating for so many other people to get promoted, and then all of a sudden, like, oh no, you're the guy. But like, still to this day, even after the promotion, I'm like, yo, we should still get him in there. Like, oh, what do you need me to do? Like, helping people prepare for Pan Ams, or even like going to like Worlds after, or helping like coming in like when Sergio. Like, I just trained with Sergio. I want to say like 2 days ago. Him asking me to come in, just to flow around a little bit. Like, I'm always there for the team, So still to this day, I'm still trying to like help everybody out get to the next level, because they're helping me in return.
Of
I'm still
course.
learning regardless. So, and then even when Sergio, like, he's beating me up or anything like that, I'm never gonna refuse a roll, because I'm rolling with a world class black belt. So like, I can always learn every single time we roll. So like, no matter if I'm beat up, no matter if you're beat up, I can learn. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a great thing about our gym, as far as I see. Right, nobody ever, you get the opportunity to roll with some like world class grapplers here, right? And I never see anyone. I've never at least seen anyone personally turn down a roll. If someone comes over, especially a higher belt, being being white belt, blue belt, purple belt, and then you get a brown belt or a black belt, say, yo, you want to roll?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy to say no.
It's
you know
all you have. Like, don't be afraid of the belt. Don't be
hmm
afraid of the belt. Like, because it's like a saying, like, a white belt is more dangerous than a black belt, because the white belt doesn't know what he's doing. So like,
exactly.
no matter if you're 3 belts below them, they're gonna take care of you. They're gonna feel that you don't know what you're doing in that position. They're not gonna go too crazy. So like, you're always in safe hands with upper belts. But when somebody's
hmm
like 1 belt above you, or y'all are the same belt, especially at the lower belts, like, then you might have a problem. But like, always take the rolls with the higher belts. Like, they they're trusting you enough to roll, and therefore they're gonna take care of you. They want you to learn. We, like, at the upper belt level, we need more people to get better. Therefore, the gym gets better. You know.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I always say to the white belts, especially over at Severna Park, is like, when you get better, it helps us get better. So we're all growing together. It-
Mhm.
you know, there's no such thing as like, oh, I know there's always the jokes on social media. Oh, we beat up on the white belts, but no, in reality, what it is, we want everyone to get better, because first off, it's a representation of our gym, but also too, I can't get better if the team's not going to get better around me. So you don't want to be that guy that's beating up on everybody and is like, yes, I'm the king of the mountain. Nah, I want folks on
Uh,
that mountain. I want it to be a
with
gauntlet, no matter which way.
absolutely, absolutely, it has to be like has to be a gauntlet. I don't want to be the king of the mountain. Like, nah, hell nah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the target on your back, and sometimes, you know, hey, that's the challenge accepted. But it's like, if you're gunning for me, you know, I want you to be able to beat me. It's like, you know, raising my kid. You know, we play chess. I
Mm-hmm.
love when she gets one over on me, and it's like, oh, like,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah,
you getting better.
absolutely got to tweak the strategy a little bit, you know?
Oh
And
yeah.
you got to think so many moves ahead, and you got to
Mm-hmm.
prepare for so many different moves. Like, it's beautiful. It's yeah, chess is almost like related to jiu-jitsu, so yes.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But now you know to tweak the strategy, tweak the moves. If like somebody's beating you in a roll, somebody's beating you in chess, you know, because now if you're not getting that competitive edge, now you're just doing anything and everything, and then when competition hits, it doesn't work, and that's not
Yeah.
good.
Mm-hmm. Uh, for you right now, getting bumped up in rank, like, how do you feel? You feel like, do you feel like a different grappler, or are you just more refined version of, you know, Shawn Gray?
I am refining, but to earlier in your question, when like I came back to class that Monday, I felt like I didn't know anything. I felt like a white belt. You know, because like when you get that man, that purple belt just puts a lot of like pressure on you, and like the prestige, and then how early I got it. It's just a lot. And I was telling Madeline, I was like, yo, I feel like a white belt right now. I feel like I don't know nothing. And she was like, no, you're good. Like you're good. And I'm like, I don't know. So like the first week it was just like really like crazy because I'm like, dang, do I gotta live up to it and everything. I gotta know certain things. I feel like I gotta know things. Everybody around me
Mm-hmm.
like, bro, you're good. Relax. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like in my head, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like a white belt. But now that I'm like in it and I got like one tournament under my belt, now it's just like refining and everything. Because they say like when you're a purple belt, you're basically like a black belt, but just more refined. Like you're just refining until you get to your black belt. So now I'm just trying to refine my skills, make everything faster, crispier, techniques. So like yeah, that's at the end of the question. Like yeah, I'm just trying to like refine everything, make sure everything's really quick. You know, because it's just really speed. Like doing the moves without you having to think about it. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Like, it's good, like when you like move up, right?
Mhm.
I know, like, what I look at is like, when I'm looking around that room at everyone, you're looking at the white belts, the blue belts, the purple belts, the brown belts, the black belts. It's like tables, right?
Mhm.
And like I look across and it's like, do I deserve to sit at the table with these folks?
Right? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's all. I'm like, I can come sit with y'all now. You sure? They're like, yeah. They're like, yeah. I'm like, for real? You sure about that? You sure about that? Are you sure about that? So like, yeah, like that's really how it is. And they were like they were so welcoming and everything, so welcoming. So I was just very happy that I was able to like you said, sit at the table with them and not be too like hesitant or too scared. They welcomed me with open arms. And everybody assured me, you know, because like I said, I wasn't like too sure of myself, but all the black belts assured me, like, yes, like we all came to the decision, like you are at this level at this particular time. So it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Good, good, good. Um, in your positioning right now, do you feel like you're partially responsible for the culture in the room now? Like, I feel like as we grow through the ranks from white, blue, and then so forth, but it's like as you start moving into that purple, brown, and black belt, like, do you feel like kind of a partial responsibility now, you know, for that culture?
Absolutely, absolutely, because like you are still a part of the gym, so you definitely want to uphold standards, and that is like kind of what they say to like assure that I'm at the like that purple belt table. Like I know like Devin Riley says it all the time. He was like, at that particular time of promotion, you were at the crazy 88 purple belt status. So therefore, like you are like promoting the room, you are a product of the room. so if you're a product of the room, you also have to be mindful of the culture in the room and like how you're behaving in the room. So like, yes, I do feel responsible of like how I conduct myself in the room as a purple belt, but as a Crazy 88 member in general, like I am responsible for sure. And then like, yeah, it brings more pressure as a purple belt because like now they're looking at you as an upper belt and they're like, is he doing that right? And then you got to make sure you're able to teach it right and stuff like that. Because like sometimes the black belts are busy, so they might ask you a question on the technique. You got to make sure you're teaching it right. So yeah, definitely feel quite responsible. I don't want to deflect responsibility.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I get my belt and
Oh,
just run away.
hey, you made it past blue belt. That's blue belt's the quit belt. You get blue belt, it's like I think I'm good. I think I know enough jiu-jitsu. I
I
can
think I
leave
know enough.
now.
Yes, like at blue belt, bro, I felt like the man. At blue belt, I felt like the man. Bro, I so got it. Like when I got my blue belt, like, bro, nobody could beat me. Like that's how I felt. But then I got my pro belt, I'm like, oh, jeez, these guys are pretty good up here. You know, you guys are really good. So like, yeah. But at blue belt, nah, yeah. But yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Have you partaken in any of the purple belt stereotypes, such as showing up after warm-ups or skipping warm-ups?
No, that's what they said. They said you're the only purple belt that does the opposite of every like purple belt that's been promoted. Like I show up on time, I roll with the white belts. I'm nice. I'm like the nicest purple belt because you know the purple belts be like mean when they kind of like mean when they roll or something like that. You know, like they're like really getting after it. But like I'll let you work. Like I'm like, look, we're both gonna work. I'm not ready to submit you like 5 times, like maybe like once. But like we're here to work. So like yeah, I'm like the whole opposite. And that's what they always like making fun of everything. Like when I come in, he was like, "Dang, you're on time. You're here before the class starts and everything." But yeah, I'm like the total opposite. And then Julius was like, "Dang, we might have to promote more often. We get people like showing up on time." Coach Keith and Julius was like, "Dang, all we have to do is promote you to pro belt, and that's how we get you to show up on time." Because that was like most of the thesis when I got promoted. They was like, "And he don't show up on time." Then the whole black belt wall was like, "Yeah, he's never here on time." I was like, "Hey man, I get my rolls in though." In class and after class, but yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, over at Severna Park on Saturday, there's one particular purple belt. It's like he used to show up on time, and now, like all of a sudden, it's like he's a year in, and it's like, dang, this man like consistently show up late. Now it's like he was like, you know what? I don't got to be on time, do I? I'm a purple belt. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, he still gets his rolls in, so that's what counts. You're getting your reps, so good on him.
That is true. When I was not coming in on time, I at least came in and like made sure I got all my rounds in and I got my extra work in. So I at least like make up for like not being on time because like I know that is a big thing and they want people there on time just to make for an example for like everybody else. So like yeah, and I felt like responsible because I was like I got promoted and it was pretty early. Like I've been training for like 3 years and I didn't want other people to be like, oh yeah, well since Shawn got promoted, like that I don't have to come in on time, but I want people to know like I really put like a lot of work in, like in class, out of class. Now I got to show them I'm gonna be on time, put the work in class and out of class, So like yeah, but I did feel responsible for that too, because that was a big.
What's harder for you at this stage right now, improving your own game or helping others on the mat improve theirs?
I want to say what's harder. That's a good question. As of right now, that's a good question. That's a good question because I feel like I have a good like principle base on how to improve. At least for me, I think I have a good like way to improve, and I feel like I have the evidence because I've been training for years and I made it to this level, so I think I have a good basis on how to improve for myself. So I'm probably gonna have to go with like helping other people improve because like I want them to be where I am or better. So like I want to say like helping others is like really hard right now. Like especially like with all the weather, like people not coming to class, and then if they do come into class, like making sure they get their roles in. Like make sure you roll, make sure you understand the techniques, make sure you like ask questions. But you can't like force it on people, you know? Like if
Yeah.
they want to get better, then they'll get better. But you know, you see somebody that's pretty good and you want to like impose, but sometimes it might be a little too much. So I'm gonna say like helping other people might be a little harder right now.
That's fair. I mean, it,
Yeah.
with other people, it's tough to, like with yourself, you, you know,
Mhm.
your mindset, your body type. With other people, it gets tough because you might be pushing somebody and you believe in them and you see it,
Yes.
you see that potential, but they don't get it. And that can get tough. I know for me, I've had people, trying to teach me to invert in bolo, and it's like, dog, my stomach in the way. Like, I can't do that. Like, what do you want
Bruh,
from me?
I was
So
I was in class and we were doing, you know, like inversions and everything, and I was like, dang, I remember when I couldn't like invert and I didn't understand the concept. But I was telling them to let them know, like, see, I can invert now, and all you gotta do is keep working on it because I wasn't able to do it, and that took me a very long time to learn how to like invert and like. They was like, you're flexible enough, but I was like, it's still like a concept and like a technique that you have to, you know, understand. So I was like, but because I can do it now, I'm like, no, like I didn't know how to do this either. So like, yeah, you make a great point.
yeah, I was rolling yesterday, and I had Liam and Lasso, and I was
Hmm.
I was like, oh, here's my moments, like,
Hmm.
because like I will invert on some autopilot type stuff, right? It's like, you're not thinking about it, you'll hit it, and I started to, and I was like, okay, hold on, I don't have it yet. Let me back up, and I started going, and it was too late. He saw it. He
Yeah.
saw it and caught my leg, and was like, mm-mm. I was like, all right, that's fine. But the fact that I knew like it's there, but I
That,
also knew like I don't quite have the room. I gotta readjust. But it sometimes it's a mental thing, like too. I was like, but we there now.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. For your game right now, as you're refining and just building, building your
Hmm.
blocks and stuff, like what positions are you building on, building your identity around right now?
Uh, I've been heavily a guard player, but I've been working on wrestle ups, like
Mm.
wrestling up. So like a lot of like stand up, like reversals. So just getting on top, staying on top. That's a lot. Like that's probably what like necessarily got me here. Cause like that's what I was focused on like my last couple tournaments. They was like, okay, well, we know Noah can pass his guard. That's cool, but can he get on top, stay on top? And
Mm.
so like now that I like showed that I can do that, now I'm like trying to like build on that because now I'm becoming like a real trying to become like a real good guard passer, and then from there like become a really good wrestler. So
Okay.
like
Yeah.
that's the goal. So like for like purple belt, I'm gonna try like get on top, stay on top, and then for brown belt, wrestling for brown belt, get on top, stay on top, have an impassable guard. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice. And, see, I ask these questions as a blue belt because it's like, hey, I'm trying to get where you at. So I'm asking for your formula. So I'm going to take notes after when I'm doing the edit tonight. I'm like, all right, well, yep, wrestle up. Got to get there. All right.
Absolutely, because that's points. That's points. Like, and like if you have an impassable guard, you're probably gonna win on a lot of decisions. So like that's cool, but to like really win, like get on top, stay on top. Like because it's 2 points. This is a sweep, and then they're
Yeah.
not able to sweep you back. Like that's a for sure win. That's 2 points. They have zero, for sure win. If you have an impassable guard, it's very impressive, and it looks very good. But those are long matches, and you gotta have a lot of endurance, a lot of inflexibility, and it just takes a lot. So it's better to like if you can sweep them and stay on top. Like that's less. I think it's like less effort. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I think about that whenever I'm working and I do get a sweep. My only thought then is stay here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
do not get swept back. And, you know, sometimes I'm goofing off and playing a little bit in the room, you know, and being silly. But when it's serious time, it's like, nah,
Yeah.
I got to stay here
Got
because
top, yeah.
it's work. So, yeah. Uh, like, what's something that you used to rely on in your game that you've kind of had to abandon?
Strength. Strength. strength and like and flexibility. Strength and
Ooh,
flexibility. Because now almost everybody is strong. Everybody is strong.
yeah.
And then like the people that don't even look strong are strong. I'm like, geez, like you can't be just. So now it's more technique and speed. Like now it's no more strength. Oh yeah, like not everybody's flexible, but almost everybody at this level is strong. Like you're gonna get somebody that's strong. So now it's technique, speed. Not thinking too hard, technique, speed. So like that's what I'm really working on. So like yeah, I banded all the strength, banded flexibility. We're not ready. I'm not ready to stay on the ground the whole match. Like no, I'm getting up. Getting up.
That's a weird spot in my mind that when I came back to the mats, the idea was always like we're fighting on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And the wrestle up was not a thing. Like I found myself more recently like, hey, if we have to get back to the feet, that's okay. We can get there because I know I can get us back to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it used to be this thing of like, no, we have to stay here on the ground. Like I got to use all the strength. And at our gym, I don't know about other gyms, but at our gym, everybody's strong. It's
Yeah.
like I don't know what's in those water coolers that we got, you know, on the wall, but everybody feel extra strong to a point where I'm just like, yeah, I got to start like getting better at technique because I ain't gonna outmuscle nobody.
Yeah,
I know I'm old. I got that old man strength, but there's something different in that water over there, man.
bro. Yeah, like everybody is like so strong, and like they're making it so that like everybody's weight training, everybody's making sure that they're lifting, getting their nutrients and stuff in. So like now you just can't be the strongest guy and win everything. You can't be the most flexiblest guy and like leg lock everybody. Like you gotta have speed and you have speed, endurance, cardio, and technique. You know, and then if you have strength and endurance, then like yeah, you're like probably like the best in the world or top five. You know,
Oh yeah.
because like the best people in the world right now are like not even like the strongest, but they're the almost like the fastest and the most technical. Like K Tyrotolo, they're not the
Mm-hmm.
strongest, but they have endurance, flexibility, and they're technical. Andrew Tackett, endurance, flexibility, and like and he's like wiry strong, but not really that strong. Miki Gaval is strong, but he's fast. He snaps on everything fast. So like the best people in the world are not really relying on strength and flexibility. So yeah, trying to get like that.
Like, um, a while back, Gordon Ryan had made a comment about himself. He
Mm-hmm.
said that he's not very athletic,
That's true.
but what he does is he takes away the athleticism of his opponents.
Oh
So,
yeah,
you know, I'm gonna make you fight me here too. And then that's where his strength, his technique comes into play. And it's like I always like that logic where it's like if you're more athletic than me, I need to take that away from you.
hmm he puts them in unathletic positions, so they can't explode into anything. And
Mhm.
another thing I was telling somebody else about is like Gordon Ryan fights everybody at his game to where he does those long matches. Therefore, like if you explode and you gas out, he's gonna smoke you. He's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
smoke. It's a 30-minute match. It's not a 5 minute. It's not a 10 minute. It's a 30-minute match. He's gonna smoke because you thinking like, oh, the strength and technique. He don't got enough stamina to wear you out. No, he knows he's gonna wear you out, and then boom, you're submitted. 13th minute. So like, but yeah, and he's not. I think Gordon made being strong um, good too, but people forget how technical he is. People
Yes.
forget how technical Gordon Ryan is. Gordon Ryan actually is really strong. Of course, for the steroids, but nor here
You
nor
didn't
there.
say it
He
like that.
tells us he but he is nonetheless the best in the world. He is nonetheless. Well, he was the best in the world. He's retired now, so can't put him
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But he is the greatest no-gi grappler of all time. Yeah, yeah. But
Oh
he
yeah.
is he's super technical. Yeah. Same thing with Craig Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Craig
Well,
Jones. Yeah.
I think that's the thing. You know, when you see Gordon Ryan, you see this big hulking dude, so
Mm-hmm.
there's automatically this intimidation. But it's like, but nah, that man is super probably the most technical. You know,
The most, yeah,
and you're
100%.
not expecting it.
The only person that I think like has like strongman jiu-jitsu is like Kainan Duarte. I don't think that man is like necessarily that technical. He's just super strong, super
I
freaking
mean,
strong.
there is a level where there's a level where the strength you can get away with it, but for the most part, it's still, you're still
You
going to need
gotta
that
have.
technique.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, like looking at the groundwork for the game. Like you said, you got to have more than just the strength. You got to have more than just athleticism. And it gets you somewhere in the early runs, right? At white belt,
Mm-hmm.
blue belt even. But once you start getting to purple, brown, black,
Yes.
now it's a whole different thing of technique. And sure, you might have your moments where you can use that athleticism and strength, but it's not, it shouldn't be your A game. That shouldn't be your first step.
Right.
That should be in the reserves.
Just gonna outshrink this guy. No. Yeah.
But not, yeah, in most cases though, you got to have technique. Well, all cases you got to have technique. Some cases strength is going to be a huge factor, but not when you're at the higher levels. It's going to be a lot of technique mixed with your strength.
Mm-hmm.
um, I want to talk about the mental side of it for you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I guess with getting promoted, like the expectations, does it feel heavier for you right now, or you just kind of flowing with it and still adjusting?
Yeah, definitely still adjusting. It was very heavy the first 2 weeks. Like I was saying, yeah, it was very heavy the first 2 weeks. But like getting on the mat to doing my first like pro belt comp, like now, like I feel a lot better. Now I know like, oh yeah, I could definitely hang with these dudes way better than I thought. And then all of obviously the coaches, the feedback and everything, like it's been great. So like now I'm mentally a whole lot better. So I definitely feel good at the belt. I feel more comfortable at the belt. But the first 2 weeks, whew, super heavy, man. Super heavy. I didn't think I was supposed to be there, but now I know. I feel so much more appreciative and like yeah, I'm supposed to be here. I'm glad I'm here. Definitely what I wanted. Like yeah, absolutely.
Good. Is it's fun again? It's still fun for you, or is there a touch of serious in there? Is it still a fun
It's
time?
more. It is more serious. I'm trying to see what the summer is like when more people come back, because like now it's just been like competition prepare, competition prepare, competition prepare, and like I'm not getting a lot of like fun fun roles like how like I was at like blue belt, but like it's been a little bit more serious. So, but I'm trying to get that fun back, But like most people I've been rolling with, they're like preparing for comp, so we gotta get a little bit more serious. And yeah, and the injuries come a little bit more quicker that way too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm trying to get a little bit more fun. So hopefully, like when the summertime, a lot of people come back, like it'll be a little bit more fun. But yeah, it's a tick about serious. Yeah.
All right. Good, good. You getting ready for any competitions upcoming for you?
I think the grappling industries in April or grappling industries in May, and then they also have a New York IBJJF. So I'm gonna try and do those. We shall see. And then, of course, it's the pans in October. So that's probably it.
Mhm.
That's the only things I'm like really like. I have my eye on.
Yeah, I think New York is coming up. This is the weekend of the like 11th, 10th or 12th or something. I was trying to schedule some recordings, and I got quickly reminded, hey, New York's coming up, and then Chicago's right after that. I was like, oh, all right. Let me go look at the IBJJF calendar before I start scheduling, folks from the gym. So, but I think New York is in a couple weeks, I believe. Or yeah, where are we at? We're at the end of March. So yeah, it's like in a couple weeks. So cool. And are you approaching like how's that approach now for you in the room, going towards competitions and things? Because you said you had your first competition at Purple, right?
Yes.
Like, how's that prep and approach for you now?
Prep and approach is just I'm trying to take this first year to like just get out there and learn, and then like, not saying I'm not taking it serious, but I just want to feel everybody out. And then second year, like when I know like what I want to do, what I'm doing, like yeah. So I'm trying to build a game, but so yeah, I'm trying to build a game first year, fill everybody out, and then second year, like I know exactly like what they do well and stuff like that. But I'm just trying to like put myself out there. It's best to do that.
Yeah,
I don't want to
it's
hold
like,
on to it too long, and then like nobody knows like how good I am at purple belt.
yeah, it's like when you see fighters in the first round of a fight, just filling each other out. Like let's see
Exactly.
what's going on here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like what needs to happen for you to feel like you've truly grown into this belt? Like, would you say it would be just kind of filling out those competitions?
Yeah, just subbing everybody like how I did it, something like that. No. What would say? I really want to say like how I felt like at blue belt. Like I was like, okay, yeah, I'm supposed to be here, but I don't know. I think it's more than that. Like I can impose my technique on anybody, whether me winning or losing. Win or lose, I'm able to impose my technique on you, whether I like winning or losing, because that's a problem too. A lot of people like to stall. I hate that. Hate that. So like me being able to oppose my will on people that stall, that'd be great. That'd be great. Like
Yeah,
I can play my
yeah,
game whether you pass from your knees, you pass from standing, um, like you're wild, spazzy. Like I'm still able to do what I want to do, and like that'd be great. If I can feel like that, then I know like I'm doing something. But like them stallers, they'll be getting under my skin.
hey man, my bad. Dang.
Nah,
I'm just sitting right here. Now, actually, I've been aware of my stalling, and I've been trying to be more, because I always kind of go back to something I heard Julius say, and I've heard him say it a few times: be first.
yes.
So, like,
First.
there have been moments I'm kind of in a stall because I'm thinking like, should I do it? And now it's at a point now where it's like, it's not even a matter of should you do it, just do it.
Just do it.
You
Yeah.
know, your game should be at a point, at least for me, my game should be at a point where it's like, I'm going to shoot for something. And if I miss it, that's all right. I've got a contingency plan ready for that one as well. And then you keep moving, because if you're moving, like, things are fine. It becomes a problem when you stop. Once you stop, now you're in a bad place. So yeah,
Absolutely.
like stalling does, like, as someone who stalls unintentionally, but also as someone who sees it on the other end too, it's like, yeah, that shit is frustrating, because it's like, I'm trying to
Anything.
I got to make moves.
No, for real. For real. And then especially I was watching the UFC BJJ against, I think it's Marigali against somebody. But like in a very advanced position where you have the guy pinned, okay, in that situation the guy can't do anything. the ref puts uh a stalling penalty on the guy, but the guy literally can't move. In that situation, I'm not talking about. You're pinned.
Yeah,
He should have given you a solid pin. He can't move. But in any
yeah,
other scenario where like we're in close guard, wearing closed guard and you're like not trying to stand, you're not trying to open the guard, or like wearing half guard, you're not trying to pass, you're not trying to advance position. Now we have a problem. Like you're supposed to be passing, and I need you to do something in order for me to do something. But that's what I'm saying. As I get better, then I can just make you do what I want you to do, and then,
Yeah.
especially at that high level, like I can make a pro belt do what I want them to do. Then I'm like, oh yeah, we're on to something. I can impose my will on anybody. So like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to.
I look at it as if you're in those top positions. It's your job. Like especially top half guard.
Yes.
It's like get that underhook, smash, try to spin for knee bar if you want to get flashy. Fuck it, do something, but don't just sit there like a goon. And then if you're in close guard, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like we know we don't want to be in.
Yes.
We got to move.
The purple that I had one against in like Naga, he lost, and he's like, "How did I lose?" I'm like, "You literally did nothing." Everybody's like, "You did nothing. You set in half guard, and then like I'm coming up, I'm trying to wrestle up, I'm trying to shoot for triangles, and you're just sitting trying to pass half guard, not trying to get an underhook. You're not even trying to pass. You're just on your knees. Like, brother, you did nothing. Like, yes, of course you didn't get the decision. Duh. But yeah, I hate that. That's cool. I gotta get better. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, like, so you're taking responsibility there. Where you're like, look, I want you to stall. Well, it's my job to, if you're gonna stall, all right. Well, I'm gonna make you pay for stalling now because you're dumb.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man. I want to ask you about the fashion line because so my algorithm got messed up. Let me rephrase that. I messed up my algorithm.
Okay.
And I don't want to go into details of what my algorithm was like covering because it's a crazy place sometimes on my algorithm.
Yeah. Yes.
But I wasn't seeing your content. And then one day I just got a run of everything. It was like boom. Every time I looked up, there's another thing. I was like, okay, cool. Because it's like this is good. And then the algorithm got messed up again. Now I finally reset it. And it's all I've been seeing is like grappling and wrestling. So I gotta kind of maneuver back in there and try to get your posts showing back up and get a few others. But tell me what's going on with everything on that front.
It's funny you say that about the algorithm. I want to cover the algorithm first. When I first came into the gym and like everybody followed my page, they always told me like, now that I follow your page, they just get an influx of fashion content that they did not ask for. And they still tell me that to this day. Like some of the coaches be sending me fashion stuff, and they be like, "This what you be wearing?" I'd be like, I mean, I probably wouldn't wear that, but that's just it's fly though. But yeah, like they always tell me like they just get an influx of fashion stuff because like nobody in the gym is really into fashion. Maybe like Bear a little bit, like so we like conversate on it. But they tell me like as soon as they follow my page, they just get an influx of like fashion stuff. So like it's funny you say that. It's like whatever you like or whatever you follow, then you just start getting that, and you just gotta keep it in your rotation, or the algorithm just gotta take it out. So like yeah, the algorithm been real trippy. It's bad, yeah. It's been real tricky, but I believe in it. Just keep posting. It'll come back around.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, just keep posting. It'll come back around. Yeah, they'll see it. They will see it. I got faith they'll see it. If they don't see this one, they're gonna see the next one, then they're gonna see the last 10, like you said. Like then you got an influx of everything. Yeah, they'll see it. I ain't tripping. As far as when I have fashion, I do have like a spring summer stuff I'm gonna drop, like some like vest hoodies, some tees. The beanies have been doing really good. What else? Crop tees. Yeah, I got a lot more stuff coming. I haven't posted it yet. Oh, and then jackets too. I've been selling the jackets. I think other people have been wearing the jackets at the gym, but it's not public. So like I've been bad with like putting the actual product out. So like, and it's not on the website either. It's just like, oh, I see you wearing a jacket. Can I get a jacket? I'm like, oh yeah, I got you. But it's just like the promoting thing. Like, yeah, I just gotta post it. So like that might be posted either this week or next week. But yeah, so I do have a spring summer like collection coming out. So like, yeah, And a lot of people in the gym be wearing it, so I'd be happy about that. Just like walking in and seeing people wear my stuff, especially the rash guards. I don't know, like you see people wearing the rash guards. Like you see people wearing the rash guards with the cross on the back. It's beautiful.
Oh, see, I was not aware of that. See, and that like, all right, like we're gonna have to talk. I'm gonna have to get those links there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, especially when it comes to like, um, hoodies, rash guard stuff like that. That's like my everyday gear.
Mm-hmm. Coach Keith got a jacket from me. He said he wore it. He wore it to like a market or something, and somebody like he was getting compliments and stuff. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. He was like, yeah. Now he wear it everywhere. But he told me he messed it up. I was like, it's okay. It was a sample. It was a green sample anyway. So I was like, don't worry about it. We'll get you something like real mainline. But I'm glad he was getting like compliments on it. That did make me feel nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing too. It's like you said, not a lot of folks at the gym are, you know, into fashion or fashion oriented, I guess. Um, but it's like once you're wearing something nice, once you're wearing something slick,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you
They
get
want
the
a little.
attention.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Seeing like when they go to like comps and they're wearing it and stuff like that, it makes you feel pretty good. Makes you feel pretty good.
It's always interesting thinking about, especially like the extracurriculars when it comes to our grappling world, because you have a lot of different folks. They'll come with like a t-shirt line, stuff like that. I mean, Epic Roll, BJJ, when I spoke with him, that was one thing that he spoke on, was like, I didn't just want to be another jiu-jitsu t-shirt guy. And he
Mm-hmm.
started making gis and stuff. And
Yeah.
actually, I have two of his gis, probably some of the best gis I've ever worn. It's
Mm-hmm.
my favorite gis, I should say. Uh, so it's like knowing that you're, you know, in kind of that same realm with the fashion line and things. I think of that too. It's like, you have like this community in jiu-jitsu that we don't necessarily say that we're fashion folks,
Mm-hmm.
but we kind of are. You see folks coming in with different,
Yes.
designs on their rash guards and
Yeah.
gis, and then you got Karina doing you
Yeah. Karina.
know,
Yeah. Karina did one of my rash guards for me, like the one with all the crosses on it. She like
mhm.
I gave her a logo and she did a rash guard for me. That's actually how I got some sales from. Like it wasn't the design she did for me is like not the one I sell, but everybody wanted the rash guard, like the one that I do, because like I've been wearing that. So like Karina got me some sales just for her doing like a custom for me. So like shout out to Karina. But yeah, Karina been doing like heat press gis and all that for a minute too. So like yeah, shout out to Karina.
Yeah, for a minute I was seeing posts come through from her as well. I don't know if she's put up anything recently. I haven't seen anything in a while. It's
Yeah,
like I had
that is true.
forgotten about it until I just thought, like, thinking about the fashion,
Yeah.
especially of gis, and she
Hmm.
came right to mind.
Yeah, she's like really focused on I think she's really focused on comp right now. But like when I first got to the gym, they told me like Karina did gis and rash guards. Cause everybody always be like, oh, you should collaborate, with Crazy 88, do a rash guard or design the rash guard and stuff like that. And I'd be like, when I have time. When I have time. when I get around to it, like I'll try. But everybody's always like, yeah, design a rash guard for 88. And talk to Julius, like he might be into that. And I'm like, yeah, maybe we'll get to it. Um, but they always told me like ask Karina, she can help you with the design, she can put it on something and stuff like that. So I was happy to at least lock in with her for her to do like my rash guard. That was nice. But yeah, I think she's like really focused on like comp right now because like you said, I haven't seen her do a lot of work. And also to piggyback on what you were saying about gis, yes, a lot of jiu-jitsu people are not into fashion, but it's kind of the same thing. They got so many gis, so many designs, so many rash guards. Like, yeah, we're not the same, but it kind of is the same because y'all care about how
Mhm.
y'all look on the mat. Y'all gotta have that right gi, the king's gi, or even like with the rash guards. I gotta have what's that X Factor? No, not X Factor. It's some rash guard that's like
Ex
super.
Marshall.
Is it X Marshall is the good one too, but it's not X Marshall. It's the one with
That's
Andy Varela. Andy Varela's on there. Andy Varela is backed by their it's sponsored by them.
hmm.
And J Rod. J Rod is sponsored by them too. but everybody wants their rash guard. It's so good. I'm gonna remember it after we do this. Like I'm be like, oh yeah,
Of
it's this
course.
one. But yeah, everybody wants to look good on the mat. It may not be like how I do, I put a fit on, but they want to look good on the mat. It's the same thing. They be spending money on them gis, on them rash guards. They are not cheap. They are not cheap. So yeah.
I saw a gi. It sold out before I could get to it. It had a Ninja Turtle design on the inside, and then on the back, and I was like, oh, I gotta get that. That's that touch of the nerd in me right there. I need that. And before I could get to it, it was gone. In my size, it was gone. I was like, I done lost some weight, but I don't think I'm back down to an A2 yet, so I don't want to risk it.
Right.
There is that thing about, you step onto the mat, you want to look slick, you want to come out there. And like Epic Roll, one of the gis I got from was a McDojo Life gi. And anytime I wear that, that's the first thing people are like, yo, does that say McDojo Life?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. I mean, I think it's cool.
They're into that. That's the same thing. Like, when I wear a piece, they be like, oh, is that such and such? And I'd be like, yeah, same thing with it. Like, if they know their stuff about BJJ, Jiu-Jitsu, they'd be like, oh, what gi is that? Is that? Like, yeah, it's the same. It's the same. I was telling Mahoney that, like, Mahoney got so many running shoes. He'd be talking about all the shoes I'd be wearing to class. I'd be like, bro, we're both in the shoes. You just like running shoes. I like shoes, that go with fits and stuff. And he'd be like, I see. Yes. Maybe they might not cost the same, but you got like 10 running shoes in your trunk, brother. So like, yes, we are doing the same thing. Yes.
It's all in how you frame, what's being done. The second that you point it out, and it's like, oh yeah, I guess, we are one and the same. It's just that we don't approach it, from the same angle. So yeah, it all comes together. Before we wrap up here, I want to do a rapid fire and a would you rather. Let me take a look at these questions though, because sometimes a rapid fire be like it seems like a good idea when I'm in the middle of doing them, and then when it's time to actually read them, it's like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. So let me see. Oh, these look good. All right. First one, rapid fire. What's one word that describes your purple belt mindset?
One word? Purple belt mindset? Radical? Radical.
All right. Most underrated skill in jiu-jitsu?
Cardio. Cardio.
That's an absolute fact. People think they good until that first 45 seconds.
Right. 30 seconds. They have no idea. Yeah.
Cardio. I was rolling yesterday with Kyle Prescott over at SP, and he's been injured. So he's just getting back. The skill is there, but I knew the cardio wasn't. I took full advantage.
It don't matter how good you are, you got to be able to last, man.
Oh, as soon as I saw him get tired, I was like, oh, you about to feel all this weight on your chest.
Cardio.
You gotta go running.
And it's crazy because like you can't just run to get cardio. You gotta roll. You gotta do your rolls. You gotta do it. You gotta do like your actual sport. You can't just like run. Yeah, I'm just gonna run 10 minutes a day and then come and do jiu-jitsu once a day. Now you're gonna get torched. Like you gotta. No.
Yeah, you gotta make it like this is one of those things where you need to train your actual sports.
Yeah, you got to.
Like you can do football and then do your suicides, and there's a different kind of cardio there. Basketball, soccer, all of it. Jiu-jitsu, boxing, Muay Thai. There's a completely different cardio that comes with this game, and if you don't have it, you're going to get worked out. Hardest training partner at 88 right now?
Coach Sergio every time. Coach Sergio. Coach Sergio every time.
Submission you trust the most under pressure?
Submission I trust the most under pressure. I mean, if I can get to your back, like of course, like a rear naked choke, like I'll always trust that. You're not getting out of that. Yeah, my foot lock is pretty good now. I feel like it's pretty good.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
We're doing something else.
I don't know when I'll be back over at Elkridge, but noted. All right. And a handful of would you rathers. Would you rather be known for elite defense or relentless offense?
You know, when I was a blue belt, I'd be like defense, but now I'm purple belt. I'm like, yo, the offense gotta be good. Yeah, right now I want to say offense. Right now, we're going on offensive.
I think there's a time and place for the defense to really shine, but yeah, once you get to a certain point, it's like I'm here to finish.
Yeah,
like,
got it.
I'm
gotta
not here to survive.
Yep.
Yeah, be first.
Be first.
Would you rather win every match on points or lose going for submissions?
Dang, you know what's like at blue belt, I'd be like, bruh, we win die by the submissions. But now I'm like, bro, points really come in handy because like people are good. You're not ready to just tap out every purple belt. Unless you've been training for like 15 years and like you're a fake purple belt. You're really supposed to be a black belt, but you know, you're on that age, you know how they do. Like you 16, so you can't get promoted yet. Yeah. But we're not that. So like I'm gonna say points right now. You know we're gonna come back and do the interview, but we're gonna say points right now.
All right. Would you rather train with killers every round or have one easy round each session?
Easy round each session.
Would you rather fix one weakness completely or double down on your best strength?
Weakness. Yeah, we gotta fix weaknesses.
Yeah, that seems to be a consistent answer across the board when I ask that question. Because it's like I have a weakness, I have a glaring hole. We gotta patch that up because you could have all the best strengths, but if it's like the Death Star, is out there, and it's like there's this one little compartment we can fire into. Why don't you fix that then? Because you're gonna lose every battle.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not trying to get
exploited. So yeah, like that's what I got for my questions today, and we can go ahead and wrap up there. So Shawn, thank you for making the time to do this, especially on short notice, because I think I asked you like maybe Wednesday. I was like, hey, can I get you on the pod this weekend? Meanwhile, I'd been thinking about it for the last 3 weeks, but then I had this thing in my brain where I'm just like, all right, I'll get to him. Shit, we got to get to him now. So, so thank you.
You told me on promotional day, and then Eli, he asked me to do the podcast. So I did Eli's, and then I was like waiting for you because after I did Eli's, then he was like, all right, we'll get to it soon. So yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I saw your episode with Eli, and that's where like it kind of kicked me back into gear. And then I was like, okay, we'll get to him. And then I just busy myself, and then it's like I see and I know I had a little dry erase board up here in front of the computer where I used to just write down all the names. So whenever I would sit down, it's like, okay, I'm sitting here, I'm looking at it, let me text them right now. And then but it's not that I took the dry erase board down, it fell down. So, and I just never put it back up. But either way, thank you for making the time to do this and sharing your wisdom, on the mats, and just talking about that experience, dude. Because like I said, your reaction to your promotion might have been one of the best, most genuine things that many of us have seen. So definitely want to talk about that, and thank you for shedding light on where you're coming from and your perspective of it. So thank you for that. Before we get out of here, you got any shout outs or mentions that you want to leave our listeners with today?
Of course, I'm Shawn Gray. Follow me on Instagram. Of course, I do YouTube, KNS Enterprise. That's a jewelry brand. And of course, got the clothing on, Wearable Art. Follow me over there on Wearable Art. Shout out Crazy 88. Go train, great training, great coaching, great program. The best coaches. And thank you for having me on the podcast again. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, man. Anytime. Actually, I've been thinking about we're going to be doing some group episodes soon,
Great.
and I want to like get with a few folks and like, hey, give me 2 or 3 others that you want to sit with, and we do a group episode. I got one coming up. We just have to coordinate the time.
Yeah,
It's competition season, and it's tough. So, but yeah, like you're one of the ones I was like, I want to get in a group episode because like those episodes have a lot of good energy, and especially when you're there with folks that like you vibe with, that you travel with, that you train with, that you compete with. So it's like, oh, I got to tap into that energy. So yeah, we'll definitely get back and do this again.
Awesome.
And as always, to you all the listeners, thank you. If y'all got any questions, concerns, criticisms, anything, please feel free to reach out. You can always find me at bjj.wiki on Instagram or Off the Mats Podcast as well on Instagram. I would like to give a big shout out to my crew over there at Nerd Rage Radio. Bobby, Chris, Joe, Marilyn, Phil, Ricky, Tiki, all the guys. I'm not going through all those names again. But if you've listened before, it's the same names. If it weren't for Nerd Rage, I wouldn't be doing a podcast. So I always want to shout them out and thank them because that's where I got my start. I also want to shout out my other podcast. So you like horror. If you like scary movies, go check it out. We just recently dropped the Midnight Mass episode from Netflix. Our theme this year is horror television. So we talked about that show on Netflix, Midnight Mass. Our next episode, which should be out this Friday, is going to be The Conjuring. I know it's not a TV show, but you know, you got to take a break every so often. So I'm going to have a friend back on the show, a close friend, personal friend for my life, coming on to the show to sit down. We're going to talk about The Conjuring and give our thoughts on that. So tune in. So that's So You Like Horror on Instagram. All the words separated by underscores. Go check it out. And last but not least, I want to thank my guest here and teammate in fresh purple belt, Mr. Shawn Gray. Thank you again, my friend. And I can't wait to try to organize this group episode, and we're going to have some fun.
Absolutely. Just let me know. I'll be in there.
Yes, sir. And again, to you all the listeners, thank you. You all know what it is. You guys keep listening, and we're going to definitely keep making these shows. Thank you, everybody, and bye.
Deeper with it. Now let me sing a song.